If you look at every recession, what happens is that when the economy starts getting in trouble, it takes a while before businesses decide, you know what, this economy is in trouble, it's not bouncing back, we better start laying off workers. So what we're seeing now is a lot of businesses have decided that, you know, our sales are way down, we've got to start shedding workers, and that's going to continue for a while. Now, the reverse is true as well. When the economy starts recovering, when these businesses start being a little more confident that, you know what, we think we've bottomed out, the recovery package President Obama passed, you know, gives us some optimism about making investments in certain areas. It takes a while before they start hiring, even if they've started to make these investments.
We need to grant a single entity responsibility for systemic stability over the major institutions and the critical payments and settlement systems and activities. Second, we need to establish and enforce substantially more conservative capital requirements for institutions that pose systemic potential risks to the stability of the system, requirements that are designed to dampen rather than amplify financial cycles. Third, leveraged private investment funds with assets under management over a certain threshold should be required to register with the SEC to provide greater capacity for protecting investors and market integrity. Fourth, we should establish a comprehensive framework of oversight, protections, and disclosure for the over-the-counter derivatives markets, moving the standardized parts of those markets to central clearing and encouraging further use of exchange-traded instruments. Fifth, the SEC should develop strong requirements for money market funds to reduce the risk of rapid withdrawals of funds that could pose greater risks to market functioning. And finally, as we've all discussed, we need to establish a stronger resolution mechanism that gives the government tools to protect the financial system and the broader economy from the potential failure of large, complex institutions.
Obviously, as he said and as I said yesterday, that Wall Street and Main Street, all of us are in the same boat. We're all in this together. The president, I think, will talk about what the Secretary of Treasury has talked about this week in financial regulatory reform and in the tools to deal with systemic risk and systemic failure in our financial system. I think the president looks forward to getting an update from them on what precisely they're seeing in the economy on real estate and commercial loans. And obviously, they'll talk about stuff that's been in the news for over the past several weeks, get into compensation and bonuses and excesses like that, and the notion that we have to change the culture of the way Wall Street works.
It doesn't mean that we're being critical necessarily of the judges who presently sit, be they appointed by Republicans or Democrats. We're looking to the future and where this nation should be and where the judiciary should be. And what I tried to do was to tie our vision for the judiciary to what I saw by some very courageous judges here in the South during the Civil Rights Movement, and what I saw Nick Katzenbach and Robert Kennedy do. Those are the kinds of people I think that we're looking to to populate the federal judiciary.
Well, we welcome an Iranian participation in the conference in The Hague. We have not yet been officially notified by the organizers that they have accepted, but I am speaking from the press accounts that we have both seen, you and I, that if this is indeed the case, and I'm sure that the organizers will communicate that to us at some point shortly, then it is a welcome move, because we do want this conference to be a regional conference. A regional conference would be incomplete without Iran.